this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're doing a little coaching session for Lux, and I believe this is Iron 1 Lux. So special thanks to Space Bazooka for the generous donation. Yeah, Invade's probably okay. Don't level up your Q. And, well, I guess it depends on how fast you are. If you can level it up fast enough, yeah, right there. Go ahead. And, yeah, well, I would have thrown him in the bush. Yeah, but y'all gotta leave after that happens. Yeah, just run. Just run. Just run. You missed it. Just run. You don't have any more CC. They're poking you out. Yeah, like once you miss the Q, you gotta ping everybody back and just run, because then you don't have any more CC. Okay, you did get the red. You traded kills and got the red, so it ended up all right. When doing okay. So Space Bazooka says he wants me to focus mostly on when to engage or not to engage. The nice thing about Lux is, like, you can just kind of throw your stuff from really far away. But you want to be careful with that Q, because if you miss that, then they could run up and punish you. Now, Fiddlesticks is probably not going to punish you that much, but I'm not sure how the Lux Q interacts with Fiddlesticks' ult. I think he won't. I think it'll stop him from ulting. I'm like 99% sure it stops him from ulting. So I think people can still cast spells when they're binded, but they cannot move. So I think that'll stop. I think that'll stop his ult. So that'll definitely be something to look out for later, is if you see the Fiddle like charging up his ult, try to hit him with that Q. Also at this elo bracket, especially against their team comp, I would probably just run Comet on her. Aftershock's really good if they have like unavoidable like hard engage, but they don't really have that on their team. So I would just go for maximum pressure early, especially because they don't have sustain on the Caitlyn. So I would just go for Comet and just more offensive stuff, more poke. I think that's becoming a little bit more in vogue. You still want to start off with Ardent, or not Ardent Sensor, Athenes, and then kind of see from there. I mean, Ezreal's not going to be that good with Ardent Sensor, and you don't, like, Warwick's okay. I mean, this might actually be a game. I almost never condone this, but, like, Ludens or something might be okay this game if you get ahead. If not Ludens, then you could go Athenes plus Redemption. Could be pretty good. Okay, nice. There you go. Good job. Oh, Easy has Comet. Yeah, that's it's interesting. I mean, it's poke. It's just the thing about Klepto with Easy, for people that don't know, it's like you fall behind early because you have to go tier, because tier just makes you so weak in the early game. And so Klepto allows you to get some extra gold so that you can get to your business items a bit faster, to make up for the fact that you're probably going to get out-muscled and you're probably going to be down CS early. Okay, don't know where. Okay, Yi is. I think we saw him top, didn't we? Or is he middle? He's middle right now. Okay. Just keep an eye on Yi. Other than that, yeah, just keep pressuring.
Shut down.
Who just Ezreal healed at full health? I guess maybe that was a misclick or something. I don't know. Yeah, try. Well, you're almost out of mana. Yeah, you want to spread out. So when he throws the crow at you, you want to just like, you know, run a different direction. Okay, nice. Yeah, stay on him, stay on him. Y'all got full health. Y'all got full health to kill him. Yeah, I would just keep auto-attacking him there. I mean, he doesn't have Ignite, he has Teleport. And he has, like, no items, so. Yeah, don't be afraid to just put your head down. Like, if you guys have a lot of health and they're low, you get that engaged, just keep autoing. Like, your autos add up, especially if you hit them with abilities with Lux. You get extra damage on your auto. Okay, but overall, I mean, looking pretty good. Y'all are getting these kills anyways, but they'd be, like, just a little bit cleaner, higher percentage plays if you know, just landed a couple of autos extra here and there. Because Caitlyn's not going to do anything early, you know? She's just going to auto-attack you. She might throw a Q. Like, she really doesn't have a lot of damage early unless she headshots you. So as long as you're not stepping on traps. Okay, yeah, just go ahead and buy. Ezreal looks like he might stay. That's fine. Yeah, you need to buy, and then... Okay, perfect. Frostfang, Amp Tome. Like I said, I'd probably start with the Fiends, although if you guys get 1 or 2 more kills, maybe you could go Ludens. I usually don't recommend that, but once again, it's because, like, Ardent Censor's not going to be very good for your team. It's okay. I regret getting a hype from that. Well, you know, the goal is to help people learn how to climb, so. Alright. Yeah, come on down. Keep going, keep going. Warwick's there. Okay. I don't know about Morello. Like, they don't have that much healing. They have some. I would probably get Athene's in there somewhere, but, you know, if you get ahead, Ludens can be okay, but only if you get a lot of gold early. Otherwise, okay, well, it forced her heal either way, so that's fine. But Ludens does give you extra poke. It does give you 20% CDR, which is nice. Okay, Q him. Can you Q him? Okay, if you just, I think if you just Q'd him, y'all could have blown him up. Go for the Q. Oh. Okay, you got one of them. Auto attack him. When you have your aftershock procs, when you land your Q, they basically can't damage you, so don't be afraid to just land a couple autos there. And this is dicey. Okay, auto. So, with Lux's abilities, you want to make sure that you're getting an auto before your second ability hits them. So, like, right there when you hit your Q, if you throw your E, but then you auto before you reactivate the E, then you'll trigger your passive twice. Right there, so auto. So just get in the habit of every time you hit something, then you auto, and then you activate your other ability, then you auto. So that you're getting, like, maximum use out of your passive. Because if you just hit, like, all of your abilities on somebody, then you're going to be wasting a couple of procs of your passive. I think your ult triggers the proc, but I don't think your other abilities do. So you want to make sure you're weaving in auto attacks. Plus, autos just do damage. So especially in the early game, don't underestimate, you know, how much damage your auto attacks can do. So yeah, just Q. You can throw your E out there, but before you reactivate your E to do the damage, then make sure you're, like, you Q, throw your E out, auto attack, activate E, auto attack again. Hey, what's up? What's up, Major Flowers? We're just doing a coaching session real quick on the stream. For those of you watching the replay, if you want to come out and check out the stream, super friendly community, very chill, lots of regulars here. It's great. Fun place to hang out and talk about League or other philosophical stuff that we get talking about. You always want to spread out a little bit there. Yeah, block that. You always want to spread out whenever they throw that crow. Like, if you see it, you know, go the opposite direction of somebody else to stop it from bouncing. But yeah, come out, check out the stream. It'll be a good time. If you're on the stream, you know, sometimes we do the coaching session. Can you bind him? Oh, you're out of mana. Okay. Nice. That was good, though. But occasionally we'll do a coaching session. Anyone that wants a coaching session, if you are a channel member, it's just $20. If you're not a channel member, then it's $5 off, or it's $25. If you want to become a member, then you can hit that join button on YouTube. It's just $5 a month. You get a discount on any coaching or guides you want to commission. I might have some merch coming out in the back part of the year. We'll see. I'll have to look at the design, and I'm going to see if I can get a discount for members on that too. So, and you can come out and play a game with us on Viewers Night Sunday if you want, if you're a member as well. So I try to give you a lot of perks for it. You can also join via PayPal. If you prefer that instead of YouTube, I do get a bigger cut out of that. I get $4.50 of the $5 on YouTube. I get $3.50 of the $5. And then if you want to join via Twitch Prime, I do have a Twitch, The Strategy Professor. Don't play on Twitch anymore. We're all on YouTube now, but if you just have a Prime and you want to help support the channel, you can still do it that way too, and I'll give you the discount for that. Anyways. Okay, good sequence. What'd you buy? Lost chapter. Okay, yeah, you have 3 kills, so I think you can go Ludens with 3 kills. The problem is if you aren't really far ahead and you try to go Ludens, it just takes too long, and you have too many, like, windows of ineffectiveness. Like, your window of ineffectiveness is too large. It takes you too long to come online. But with that many kills, you can probably do it. But position up forward further. Get autos, you know? You got red buff. You're going to heal. You're going to do extra damage. They don't have very good engage. So don't be afraid to go up and, like, you know, pressure them a little bit. Land those autos. Land the E's. Hey, thanks, Mutant. Okay, nice. Okay, good sequence. They go bind. Auto. If you got 2 autos there, she's dead. If you autoed first and then reactivated your E. So it does add up. You did get her flash and her heals. So that's good though. Yeah, I think that'll change. That'll like change your world if you start weaving in auto attacks, especially between your when you've got your abilities. One trick there would be to start with your E sitting on him so that he's slowed down after he finishes his teleport, and then when he's slowed, then you throw your Q in there. It's kind of a more advanced Lux thing, is you can throw your E out first on top of them if they don't have a dash, and then once they're slowed, then you try to throw the Q, because your E does slow until you reactivate. So you can throw your E out there, throw your Q, once you land the Q, auto attack, reactivate your E, auto attack again, and that'll give you a higher probability of hitting your Q, and it'll give you a double proc of your passive. Now, sometimes you don't always have time for that. Sometimes you just got to throw your Q. But in a situation like that, where it's really predictable where they're going to be, you know, you could try that. Alright, okay. What are you maxing anyways? Okay, you definitely do not want to put any more points in your Q. They've really highly designed this to be just a 1-point wonder. So it's always going to be a 2-second cooldown regardless of how many points you put into it. All that you're getting is a little bit more damage and a little bit of cooldown on it. But you'd much rather have your shield maxed out. It's just so much better for team fighting and just everything. So, I like maxing the E, especially if you're going Ludens, but then after that, you gotta get that shield. Oof. A little miss there. Pretty good little exchange there. I don't know if I'd go for Sork boots. Maybe. What? Okay, nice. Yeah, grab this and then go push middle right now. Ping everybody. Go push middle. Middle. Mid laner's dead for 30 seconds. Y'all could have easily tipped this tower over. Like, there's really no reason to go back bottom. Both towers are gone. Like, I think that right there you definitely want to push middle, get this tower down, and then I probably would have just rotated over to Rift. Because you know 2 of them are down bottom, the Caitlyn and the support are down bottom. So it would have been a free mid tower and probably a free Infernal, or a free Rift, and then you could have just pinged, like, you know, one person to go over here and collect the wave. Like, you could have just told Zed to come over here and get this bot lane. So y'all did get the tower eventually, but it was a bit slower, and you're not going to get Rift before it despawns, which is a big deal. I mean, if you use that Rift correctly, it's a free tier 2. Nah, he's ulted before. Remember, he ulted under tower. He ulted right there. I think he's ulted. The Fiddle's probably ulted 2 or 3 times by now, I think. Not as much as he could have ulted more for sure, but I think there's been at least a couple of ults there. Remember that one where he dove the tower and basically ented off that ult? I mean, you gotta keep in mind, this is an Iron 1 game, so from what I understand. So yeah, people are not gonna be, you know, they're still gonna be in the process of learning. Okay. Back up, back up. Dangerous. Okay, good. Throw stuff at him. Okay, good. Oh. Okay, nice. See if you can go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Oh, never mind. He's on your team. Don't get him. I thought, for some reason, I thought that was the enemy. Falling asleep at the wheel here. Actually, I'm not really that tired. I don't know. Just being dumb at the wheel. Okay. Yeah, just pressure this. Yi is really the only thing that's scary on their team, and his build is really weird. I think he's going Infinity Edge second, and he's not fed, but you need to be able to close out of the game. So, whoa, no. How did that happen? Did you just walk into that trap? I mean, let me see. See if, why would you? Okay, yeah, I just, okay, it was just an oops. Yeah, just don't walk into the trap. Maybe you weren't paying attention, you were trying to, you know, hit the enemy with your skill shot or something, but. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't kill him at first when he has his thing up that blocks all damage, but it holds on to him until that wears off and then kills him. That's kind of interesting. I like that. I know there was some interaction with Kindred, like that you couldn't die if Urgot ulted you in a Kindred ult. Those are always kind of fun interactions. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, I probably would have gone with Ionian second, but I mean, the thing about like spell pin boots is they don't have any interaction with your shield. And so usually shielding champs, you don't want to get pin because you're losing like some value off of the pin. I would have probably gone Ionians, although, you know, there's an argument for Mobies too. But I mean, spell pin, it does a lot of damage off of your ult. It's just, it's an uncommon boot choice on Lux because it doesn't interact with your shield. I mean, yeah, you can Pantheon E the Urgot ult, but it looked like he held on to him. The Urgot held on to him, and then the last little bit of grind killed him. So maybe if you timed it correctly, like if you used your Pantheon E at exactly the moment when he was gonna grab you, maybe you could be invulnerable for the entire time. But that time it looked like he grabbed him, grinded him. He was invulnerable for the first like second or so, but then it killed him after that. So I don't know. It's pretty cool though. All right, nice grab. What do you? Okay, so you're still maxing Q. Yeah, definitely don't do that. Urgot can kill Braum with full health if he WEs an ally. Does that work? That's got to be a bug if that's how. I've never seen that, but I never see Braum hardly anymore. I know we saw Braum, what was it, like a game or two ago? But I haven't really seen that interaction. Braum's like falling off a cliff. Someone said Braum was the most played support professionally of all time. Like, really? He didn't even come around till like season 4. I would have thought it would have been like Alistar. It's fresh, but... Okay, nice, y'all. You're just running him over. He's so far ahead. So yeah, I'd take Inhibitor, then just back and buy, and then get some wards and be ready to set up for Dragon. Yeah, they don't have a ton of healing either outside of Fiddle, so... I mean, I guess maybe... Yeah, Yi's not even building, like, Wit's End or anything, so... Okay, they just gave up. I was gonna say, like, I wouldn't go Oblivion Orb on her. I think that's going a bit far. Like, Luden's is okay because it gives you 20% CDR, which is really good. A ton of mana, that's good. Extra poke off the passive, that's good. And a pretty good chunk of, like, just raw AP at a reasonable cost. So, like, Luden's is okay. But I really wouldn't go a lot more of those heavy AP items because they're just too expensive. Like, Athene's is so strong on Lux because it just gives you so many good stats. It's cheap, it's efficient. Your shield is really big, so it distributes the healing like really well in fights. Really, the Athene's like technology that people started running on Lux support, that's one of the major like pillars that brought her into mainstream supportdom. That and Aftershock. Yeah, okay, so things to keep in mind here. Biggest thing is get those auto attacks in there, especially in the early game with your passive. Just anytime you hit your Q, just throw out your E, auto attack, reactivate the E, auto attack again. You know, it's a lot. Like, remember that it's not only just the Lux passive that you get, but you actually deal damage with your auto attacks too. You know, you'll deal like 60 or 70 damage off your autos plus the passive. I don't know the number on the passive specifically, but it's probably at least 30 or 40 damage early on. So just think about it this way. Like, if you hit them with your Q, you know, early on, how much damage is that? It's probably like 70, maybe 80 damage, something like that. You hit them with your Q. But then if you auto-attack them and trigger your passive, that's probably going to be like an extra 100 damage. So that auto-attack actually probably does more damage than the Q itself. Like, that's how important it is. So it's like you're doing more than double damage when you're weaving in those autos. Now, it's not going to do more damage than, like, a maxed out E. But still, like, your maxed out E is probably doing, like, 300 damage when you think about, like, AP ratios and stuff. And your auto attack is still probably going to do, like, 120. So it's probably doing, like, at least 30% more damage, even on a maxed out E. So, you know, it's really important to get those autos in there. So that's the biggest thing. Get those autos in. You know, and just anytime you're in a fight, especially if it's a 2v2 early, even if you aren't hitting your spells, just try to, like, keep autoing. Just walk away auto, just kite them in auto. And it adds up because she has a really nice, clean animation on her autos, and she's got 550 range, so you definitely want to take advantage of that, especially against short-range stuff like Fiddlesticks. It can be a big deal. So that's number one. Number two, unless they have an all-in, like, support or jungler, I would probably start doing Comet this day and age after the nerf to Aftershock a few patches ago. It's still okay, but it's not nearly as good as it was. And especially if you're going to get some AP early, I would just go for, you know, Comet, Scorch, Absolute Focus. You could also do Transcendence if you want to, but Comet, Scorch, and something else is going to give you AP, I think is where you want to be. Because, like, Revitalize is okay, you know, Bone Plating's alright, you know, all that stuff's okay if you're getting hard engaged on. But if you're positioning correctly, you know, as long as they don't have Leona or Nautilus or Thresh or something like that, if it's just, like, Fiddlesticks or Janna, or, you know, just some other, like, non-engaged support, Fiddlesticks can kind of engage with his ult, but that's not until later. I would just go with the poke. So, you know, still think about Aftershock if they have, you know, some hard engage, but otherwise, especially if you're going to go AP, think about getting the Comet. If you want some middle ground, you can get Airy. Like, that's what more and more people are doing. You still get some really good poke early on, and you have a little bit better scaling later when you shield with your W. So that can be pretty solid. And we talked about itemization. I would go Ionian boots or mobility boots. and then I would probably get Athene's. Typically, you want to get Athene's plus either Ardent Censer or Redemption. Like, you want all three of those items. Start with Athene's, and then sort of see how your team's doing. But because you had Ezreal, it's probably not that great. But if you had something like a Kaisa, a Jinx, a Vayne, something like that, then you would definitely want to get Ardent Censer somewhere in there. Other than that, I think it was pretty good. I mean, you were hitting some stuff. It's just getting those autos in there. You maybe could have been a bit more aggressive. Like, you could sort of sense that they were being really passive bot lane. And you'll see that a lot in, like, Iron and Bronze. People are just really scared because they don't understand what champions do. A lot of times, like, they don't know when they can trade or when they can fight. It just, like, damage just shows up. And they're still trying to learn matchups and figure it out. So if you get confident, if you play the same champions a lot, like if you play Lux a lot and you learn the matchups, you can go punish them for being scared all the time. Just muscle up on them. You'll see me do this a lot as Rakan, and you'll see, like, people that are even much higher than me on their champions. They'll just get up there and just be threatening. They'll be on the front line just trying to zone them off whenever they can. If they smell blood in the water, if they smell that you're scared, you just get up there and be scary. Just don't get engaged on, but just be as scary as you can be. What else? The macro that we talked about earlier where you get Dragon. As soon as, like, a play happens, you should immediately look at the minimap and see, like, what's the best thing I can get right now. So you guys did a good job. I think you got a couple of kills. Looked at Dragon, said, okay, we got Dragon. But as soon as you get Dragon, you need to say, okay, what's the next thing we can do right now? We've got 2 or 3 people that just died around Dragon. What can we do? And the answer should have been mid lane was pushing in. Their mid laner was dead for 25 seconds. Tower was very low. You could have gone tower. And then once you got priority here and pushed this in, then you could have rotated up and gotten Rift. And, you could have seen not only was the tower low, but the wave was, like, right here, bot lane. There are no tier 1 towers. So that means you're going to have about 30 seconds to a minute before the ADC and the support can push it to your tier 2. So that's plenty of time to come over here, get the tier 1, tell Zed or somebody to go bot, just ping him a lot, and just ping, like, assist bot. Just ping Zed, like, 4 times, and ping assist bottom 4 times. Then everyone else do Rift. And then after you get Rift, you could have reset and then looked for an opportunity to, like, get a tier 2 tower off a Rift. So just every time, like, something happens, somebody dies, you just got some momentum. Just think about what we can do. So you get a couple of kills bottom, just say, okay, what can we do? Can we get a couple of plates? Can we get Dragon? Can we get Scuttle? Like, what are the possibilities? And then just, push lanes and try to make plays. So I know that's, macro sometimes is a little challenging in Iron, but I think you can at least do, like, step 1. A lot of people are dead. Mid tower's low. Let's go get it. I think that's should be something that's definitely possible. Okay, but anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much for tuning in. The stream's going to continue. That's just it for this replay. Don't forget, if you'd like a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Happy to help you out with that. It's just $25 for non-member, $20 if you're a member. And remember, you can become a member, to say that member a lot, either through YouTube directly, in the client, just press the join button, or you can do it via PayPal. There's a link in the description for that. Or if you want to do, like, a Twitch Prime sub, you can do that on Twitch at The Strategy Professor. And then you'll just end up emailing me a replay. We can do it right on stream. I can take comments from you. We can work our way through it. And even if you don't want, or you're not inclined to donate right now, for coaching, you can always go and watch the playlist. We have like 190 coaching sessions on the playlist. It's always free and available for everyone. So if you still want to learn some stuff, just flip through. You can see the pictures. I'll have a picture of the champion that we're coaching, so you can really easily just flip through if you want to watch more Lux coaching sessions or, whatever else, what other champions you're interested in learning. You can check those out. Also have a Lux guide on the channel that's fairly new in the last few months, so check that out if you want to learn more about Lux as well. And otherwise, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you next time.